is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Bravo, all things Real Housewives, and everything in between. I know what you're gonna say. Where the hell have you been? I'm back. It's been a minute, but we're gonna talk about Housewives today. We're gonna do a Real Housewives review and recap, and we are going to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey Reunion Part 2. We're going to wrap things up for Season 11, so let's get right into this review and recap. So we open up the Real Housewives of New Jersey Reunion Part 2, where we left off the last time, with Jennifer saying that Marge is the one that started the Jackie rumor, but Jennifer won't say it. She's going to let Teresa say it, which I found to be very sloppy, very dirty. Like, Jennifer is just playing very dirty, but that's just who Jennifer is. She plays dirty, y'all. But here's what really made me mad. It's very clear that Jennifer and Jackie, they both want to fight about the analogy and the rumor, and Andy is all, okay, we have to move on, we'll talk about this later. So I get that he's just trying to keep the train moving, keep everything in line, keep on the schedule, I get it. But damn it, I want to talk about the rumor and the analogy right now. But we will get to that later. So we move over and talk about Jennifer and her drinking throughout this season and her being a sloppy drunk. Marge thinks it's not a good look for a woman in her 40s to be acting that way. And Jennifer then says that her kids watched that scene and they thought it was funny, and they know that she doesn't act that way on a daily basis, which, to me, why is Jennifer allowing her kids to, one, watch the scene of her being a sloppy drunk and literally falling on her face, and just watching the Real Housewives of New Jersey in general? Like, it's not very appropriate for children to be watching that, but who am I to judge? Do what you want to do. That's just my opinion. Don't really think children should be watching the Real Housewives. So Jennifer then says that to her, being sloppy means going home with a stranger and sleeping with a lot of men. And Marge is all, why does it always have to pertain to men? And then Dolores comes in as the voice of reason, saying it was a sloppy moment. And we cannot deny that. And then Teresa says that Jennifer didn't mean to do that. It just kind of happened. All right. Here's what. We all know Jennifer has a lot going on this season. Being in the middle of her parents' drama, trying to keep the peace. She overserved herself. I think we've all been there. We've all done that. Was it sloppy? 100%. It was 100% sloppy. Jennifer is not only a sloppy drunk, she turns into a mean drunk as well. And we can't deny that. It happened. We all do stupid shit when we drink. Been there. I've done that. I get it. But for her to say that it wasn't sloppy and it's not a big deal, like, it's just a weird state of delusion. So now we need to talk about the comment that Jennifer made regarding Marge being sloppy because she slept with bosses. So there's a whole lot of victim shaming going on that I found to be very, very unacceptable. Jennifer is out here making light of what Marge went through. Jackie says that she's had bosses massage her shoulders, and Teresa goes, you let them? And Jackie said yes, because she didn't want to get fired and lose her job. Teresa then says that she's never experienced sexual harassment in the workplace, and no one would ever put their hands on her unless she wanted it to happen. I mean, has Teresa ever worked in a professional work environment, though? Just calling a spade a spade. But Teresa implying that all women that had sexual harassment and experienced that in the workplace of being touched or spoken to inappropriately, they allowed that to happen and that they were weak. It was so much victim shaming. Just if they got touched in the workplace, they brought it on themselves because they should have stopped it. Ugh, it just made me cringe. Teresa then saying that women are intimidated by men They allow those things to happen. It's unacceptable. That whole conversation was unacceptable. Has Marge talked about sleeping with men in a lighthearted way? Yes, she has. But she's also mentioned that bosses have made advances to her and she went along with it because she didn't know any better and she wanted to keep her job and she didn't realize. And the whole victim shaming and slut shaming, it was way too much. The fact that Jennifer and Teresa are both sitting in their chairs saying that, oh, well, you know, women just bring that on themselves and I would never let a man touch me like that. And, you know, if they do, you're just weak because you let it happen and you didn't stop them. Completely unacceptable. It made me freaking cringe. So now, after we victim shamed and we slut shamed, we had this moment that actually sent me. Marge says that she left all of the women a gift basket, champagne, and a copy of her new book in all of the ladies' hotel rooms. Jennifer says she didn't realize that the gift with Marge's book was from Marge.
I left them champagne. I left her my book. She doesn't text me.
I didn't know that was from you.
My book? Who else would it be from? The fairy godmother? Who was it from?
Marge even let a handwritten note, you dumb bitch. But no, who the hell do you think Marge's book was from? Jennifer says she thought it was from the hospitality team.
I thought it was from the hospitality. I got macaroons too.
There's a card in there.
Girl, okay. So now let's move over to Dolores and her relationship with David and whether or not she's truly happy. So here's what we know so far. Dolores is still with David. She still is not moved in with David, and she's currently renovating her house as a little bit of a jab towards David to show him that she's never moving in. So because David works 18 plus hours a week, they only see each other once a week, maybe. But here's the thing, I'm just going to keep saying this. If Dolores is happy, that's all we should care about. But only seeing someone once a weekend, if that, maybe doesn't make a relationship. But if Dolores is happy, Dolores is happy. So Dolores' mom is a little lukewarm towards David. And we saw all of that unfold all throughout the season because she doesn't want to see Dolores strung along. David has been married before and he has 4 kids, which, side note, I had no idea. So I think we just need to stop grilling and dissecting Dolores' relationship with David. He's giving her what she needs at this current moment. David allows Dolores to have Frank in her life because Dolores and Frank are very close. They're very good friends. They're also business partners. And not many boyfriends would allow their current girlfriend to be so close with their ex-husband. So I think David is giving Dolores what she needs right now. Maybe Dolores does enjoy all the space and all the independence and having a relationship with her ex-husband so she can have a very healthy family unit with her own kids. So instead of trying to nitpick everything going on within Dolores' relationship, maybe we should just get off of her fucking jock and let her live her life. There, I said it. I did actually get very annoyed with this whole thing this season, with all of the other ladies questioning whether or not Dolores is truly happy. It just made me mad. Let the damn woman live her life. Oh, and I'm just gonna say it. Why is Andy asking such inappropriate questions about Dolores and her relationship with David?
You think David doesn't want to get married to anyone, or he doesn't want to get married to you?
I just found that a lot of the questions that Andy was asking about Dolores, they were just inappropriate and a little shady. Now, I love a shady moment, but I just felt as if it went a little bit too far. Again, if Dolores is happy, let her live. Let's stop nitpicking. But personally, I do think that Dolores and David will get married on both of their own terms. I think that at some point, yes, they will. And if they don't, then they don't. But personally, I think they're going to get married. Whenever that happens, it'll happen on both of their terms. There. I said it. So now we move over to Teresa and her new man, Louis. So Teresa is very, very, very giddy and in love. She seems lighter. I hope it sticks. I really do hope this light, happy Teresa stays around for a while. They are in love and they do say it to each other. I think it's moving a little too quickly, but who am I to judge? And another shady Andy question.
And is Louis the only man you have had sex with outside of Joe Giudice in the last 20 years?
Oh my God, that's personal.
Honestly, I just feel as if some things should be left unsaid and left alone. And this is one of those questions that should have never been asked. And that is just me. And you could definitely tell when they panned to all the other ladies how uncomfortable they were that Andy asked that question to Teresa. Andy asking if Teresa was faithful to Joe while he was away was also inappropriate, but Teresa did answer and said that she was. We found out that Joe Giudice is moving to the Bahamas, and they had dinner with Teresa and her new boyfriend. So Teresa and Louis, the girls, and Joe Giudice all had dinner together. And here is a huge red flag with me with Teresa's new man. Andy asked if Louis has seen any of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and Teresa said he has watched every single episode. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Abort mission, get out. GTFO. I feel like Louis is opportunistic. Louis has also watched the current season. I'm going to say something that's going to blow your mind. Louis is to New Jersey what Brooks was to Orange County. I feel as if Louis has watched every single Jersey episode, has taken notes on Teresa, knows what she likes, what she doesn't like, what makes her tick, and took all these notes on how to treat her so he can weasel his way into her life and never leave. Oh, it was just so opportunistic. Louis has also watched the current season, and Teresa told him that she felt badly about what she did to Jackie and that she feels as if she redeemed herself.
I mean, I told them, like, I didn't mean to do that with Jackie and that I apologized. And so that was, I mean, I think I redeemed myself this season.
Do you think you redeemed yourself? Do you think your apology was good enough?
So now we're going to start getting into all of the rumors and the analogy. And Teresa said that Jackie took it the wrong way and that she wasn't trying to ruin Evan's birthday party. She said that the only people that can ruin a marriage are Jackie and Evan if they allowed the rumor to be true. What the fuck is Teresa talking about? She literally is taking no ownership about the rumor, and she feels as if she did nothing wrong. So now we bring out all of the husbands because we get a taste of the analogy and a taste of the rumor, but we don't get the full meal right now. So we bring out all of the husbands. So I will say, Evan does make lemonade out of lemons with this whole cheating rumor that Teresa started. Good for him. If you can't laugh about it now, Evan is being a really good sport.
But the main thing really was my kids going on Google and checking out their dad. It used to be doesn't get blowjobs, and now it's my dad's cheating. So I didn't think it could get worse, but I guess it got a little.
So we then play a montage of all of the house husbands. So I guess we aren't getting into the cheating rumors right yet. We're really waiting until the bitter end to get into this cheating rumor and the analogy, which sometimes really pisses me off that we have to wait until the very bitter end to talk about something so juicy. I think we literally talked about the analogy for 5 minutes and then moved on, when in reality, that rumor was literally all season. There, I said it. So now I'm going to say something. Give the husbands a spin-off show. Let's make the first Real House Husbands of New Jersey. Come on, Bravo, make it happen. These men have a genuine friendship and connection, and they deserve a spin-off show. Bravo, if you're listening, make it happen. Make it happen. So now we're gonna get into the cheating rumors and whether or not Joe B, Marge's husband, heard the rumor as well. Did Marge start the rumor? Did Joe B hear the rumor? We're gonna break it all down right now. So to clarify, Joe B heard the rumor the next day because Marge and all of the women that are at Marge's house working, because Marge operates her business from her home, they were all talking about the rumor at the house because of what happened at the party. Joe B didn't hear the rumor at the party because he was feeling under the weather. He said he heard the rumor at boys' night because he did hear the rumor because Marge and the girls were discussing it the next day in his home. So that's what he was saying when he said, you know, I heard the rumor as well. Meaning he didn't hear it at the party, he heard it the next day at the house. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my mind. Are you following me? It's a lot. So by the time that this whole thing made it to Jennifer and made it back to Teresa, it was a weird game of telephone and it turned into, oh, Joe B heard the rumor in town, which is not the case. Everything got twisted and it all got lost in translation. So Teresa claims she said the rumor because she thought Jackie should know. What sort of sense does that make? She said she told her close friends, but yet why not tell Jackie directly? She said that she wasn't going to tell Jackie at the party, but yet Teresa can go around and tell everybody else at the party, close friends, everyone on the cast of the show, but yet she can't tell Jackie directly. And she didn't want to say it at the party, but yet she did say it at the party. But here's what, why not just let the party happen, keep your mouth shut, and then call Jackie up the next day and say, hey, can we meet up? I want to talk to you about something. I heard something. Is this true? Why do you have to be a bitch and do that? It just seemed as if Teresa was not really willing to take any type of accountability about this rumor that she started. It literally just made no sense. Like, I just feel like I'm over here trying to, like, rationalize with crazy, and I just can't do it. Jackie, though, thinks that Teresa is jealous of how happy Jackie and Evan were, and she wanted to try to tear that down, which I can see that happening. I can totally see Teresa doing that. Or Teresa wanting to get back at Jackie for all the time she's brought up prison, because Teresa gets even and holds grudges. I'm just saying. So here's what we're all forgetting. So Teresa brought up this nasty rumor about Jackie and Evan, but also let's not forget Kim D brought up cheating rumors about Teresa and Joe, and she had the same knee-jerk reaction.
Did you see him f***ing another girl?
No, I did not.
All right, then, so why'd you
Thank
open
God
your
I
f***ing
did
mouth?
not.
I would love to grab you by the back of your... Well, you can't.
Like, the initial angry, don't do that to my family, I'm gonna defend my marriage, why would you do that? Like, it's the same thing. Teresa's over here not really understanding why Jackie is so upset and had such a reaction. But like a few years ago, Teresa had the same damn reaction when Kim D did the same thing to Teresa. Those in glass houses should not throw stones. But if you watch that scene back of Teresa at the party, going around to every single person that would listen, bringing up this rumor, it looked as if Teresa got so much joy out of saying and spreading this rumor. It didn't appear as if she was saying it out of a place of concern. Like, oh my God, did you hear? Did you hear? This could be so bad. Did you hear this rumor? I don't know where I heard it from, but I heard it. Like, there was no remorse. There was no concern. It just appeared as if she had this rumor and she was so excited to share it with everybody. Teresa said this rumor in a malicious, nasty, vicious way, almost as if it was a way to get even with Jackie about all the times Teresa felt as if Jackie wronged or crossed her. And here's my personal feeling about this whole rumor. After watching the entire season, watching everything play out, having time to digest it, here's what I think. Teresa made the rumor up. I don't think she heard it from anybody. I really, personally don't. I think she pulled it out of thin air and started this rumor as a nasty, vicious way to get even with Jackie. That is just my personal opinion. What do you guys think about this rumor? Is it true, or did Teresa make it up? Let a bitch know. So then we get into the whole Jackie saying, did you get that confidence in prison? And then Teresa, she's pissed about that too, but yet during that dinner, everyone was gunning for Jackie and discussing the rumor relentlessly and being vicious. And she was all, well, what was I supposed to do? Just sit there and take it? She retaliated. And what is the one thing that you can say to Teresa to cut her at the core? Bring up prison. And that's exactly what Jackie did. Teresa, though, she's just showing no remorse about this rumor and the fact that she started it. Oh, and Danielle is also mentioned because she thinks that Marge started the rumor.
Guess who has a theory about how this whole thing started?
Who?
Danielle Staub.
Oh, I know.
You know who she thinks was the source of the rumor? Margaret.
Danielle is a sewer rat. Next. So now we go into where the rumor came from. A theory. I just gave you my theory, and I'm going to tell you what Jennifer's theory is. So Jennifer thinks that Marge heard the rumor in town. She told Melissa. Melissa told Joe. Joe told Teresa. It's a weird theory that I can see happening. Whose theory do you believe? Mine. Teresa made the whole damn thing up. No one's told her the rumor. She made it up and spread it. Or Marge did hear the rumor, told Melissa, Melissa told Joe, Joe told Teresa. Comment below. Let me know. Teresa, though, has no evidence about the rumor. She can't explain the rumor or how or where she heard it, which makes me believe she just made the whole thing up. Just saying. I also understand that Jackie shouldn't have used kids in her analogy. I get that. It was not right. It was an analogy, though. I get that, but she shouldn't have used kids. However, let's replay this moment when Teresa was fine with bringing kids up when it pertained to Danielle, when she made children to use a point towards Marge.
If you'd spend a little time
By the way,
with
let
your
me tell you-
kids, maybe you'd have a relationship with them.
Kids are off limits, Danielle.
Melissa, she's trying to make a point.
An analogy, people. The hypocrisy of this whole thing is burning hot today, and it just pisses me off. And of course, Jennifer says that she took the analogy as an absolute statement. You are a dumb ass. Just licking Teresa's asshole. No big deal. Freaking Teresa's yes man. And then Andy asked Joe when they're finally going to check Teresa's bad behavior. And it took Joe so long to answer whether or not that Joe thought that the rumor spreading was wrong. Joe, come on. Of course it was wrong. That long, awkward pause was so uncomfortable. So after all of the back and forth, we've finally come to some sort of resolution. They both apologized, and they were both able to come to some sort of resolution, but I don't know how long it will last. Honestly, I really don't. I don't think Jackie and Teresa are ever gonna be meant to be friends. So now we wrap up the Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 11 reunion with a pineapple toast and Louis comes out and surprises Teresa and brings out her pineapple. He also ended the reunion by giving a toast. And I said it earlier, and I'm gonna say it again. Louis is a grifter. He's the Brooks Ayers of New Jersey. And I really haven't been able to stop thinking about it. He has watched the entire series from start to finish. He made a weird cameo during the freaking reunion. He made a toast. It is so opportunistic, and it's giving me so many freaking red flags. I think Teresa needs to be careful with this one. I don't think he genuinely is in this for her. I think he's in this for the fame, the attention, the cameras, the publicity. Like, the fact that you watched the entire series, you probably took notes on Teresa. It was so weird. It's so opportunistic, and you're narcissistic. Come on! I can see right through your game, Louis. But just like that, it's a wrap for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 11. So if I had to rate this season, I would give it a... I think I'm going to give it a 6. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. I thought that last season was so much better. Apparently, they're going to be filming the next season in a couple of months. Who should come back for next season? So, it's rumored that every single lady is going to be returning for season 12 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Obviously, as rumors happen, I will let y'all know. But I want to know from you guys, what did you think of The Real Housewives of New Jersey season 11 and both parts of the reunion? Comment below, let me know. That's it, guys. That is a wrap for The Real Housewives of New Jersey season 11. It's been great. It was way too short of a season, though, I will say. But get subscribed to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts about this entire season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Until the next one, guys, I'm out.